Salutations, this is Grimdevel, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup. For Grimdevel, now the Nimble, I guess our highest skill is dodging, which I suppose makes sense because of our really excellent aptitude in dodging. Higher than shapeshifting. At a certain point, we'll probably turn dodging off and get shapeshifting higher. I don't know if we're going to train shapeshifting all the way up to 27, but since it's kind of the theme of this run, I'm kind of tempted to do it anyway. But it also, logically kind of depends on what talismans we find. We are in Lair 2. Do we have any... yeah, we've got shapeshifting capped at 14 because that's the cap for our scarab talisman. Indeed. So right now, we don't have any talismans that can take advantage of any shapeshifting higher than 14. So it does make sense to keep training up dodging. We can be nimble. That's fine. That's a fine epithet. Invocations, we're getting up to 9 for the time being. Still no cap on fighting, unarmed, or dodging, and I think that still makes sense. We're going to go down to Layer 3. And there's a Mayman who... we'll do poison, right? Yeah. A lot of poison stuff. So we probably don't want to be... we probably want poison resistance. So we're going to go up. We're going to... yeah, this might be something we want to take advantage of our piety. Regardless, we are going to put on our quill talisman. I'm going to go down again. Usually I think a Maimon is accompanied by an orange demon, which is also poison damage. All right, so we do have our poison. That's good. I don't know. So, Ballistomycete is... right, a short-lived thing. It releases spores that seek out foes and violently explode. Let's try it. Let's try a Ballistomycete. Right there. All right, now it sees us. We'll let it come. Yeah, there's the orange demon. I'm going to let it kind of do its thing. Okay. I don't want it to destroy our Ballistomycete. But does the orange demon have reach? Yeah, reaches from afar. That's okay. Let's focus on a Maimon here. Who is confused? Did our Ballistomycete confuse? Yes, it does. It confuses living creatures with its blast. That's nice. All right. The orange demon died because of the Ballistomycete. Excellent. And we have a demon whip of venom, which is a really nice weapon. I'll take it, even though we're probably not going to use it. Is there anything else I can use the Ballistomycete for? I don't know how long it's going to stick around. Okay, here comes a creature. We're going to get on the other side of the Ballistomycete here. Here it goes. Good, it's confused. All right, it disappeared, but we definitely took advantage of it. Okay, great. Cool. Now, our piety did go down, as you can see. It was at 5 pips. Now it's at 4. But our failure rate went down. So there's something else we can't do that we could do before. Our failure rate went down because our invocations is going up. Let's go back to being a scarab. So that was good. Yeah, and this is nice. We get to walk through the forest here pretty easily. We can just walk over these plants. This is a nice little area for us, but not a huge one. More plants, though. This is gorgeous. All right, so that was, I think, the first time we'd actually used any of Fedus's abilities. Okay. Okay. Come to me. I'm trying to heal my moat as I go. I think doing it pretty effectively. Komodo dragon. I'm walking up to it, which maybe I shouldn't do. Look at this. I think this is a vampire rune, right? Yeah. But it's an artifact one. This is going to be interesting. Oh, okay. This is... I love all the yaks, but we'll see how this goes. I feel like we're tougher now. Good. All right, let's check this out. Well, this is a little weird. Why... If you're a vampire, aren't you immune to poison? Maybe not. So star slow means that if you... I think it means if you unequip it, you become slow. But that's okay. We're only going to unequip it. It takes 5 turns to unequip it anyway. And the slowness is temporary. Take it. Oh, did I already take it? No. Oh, I have 52 slots. Okay, drop the whip of venom. We have a demon whip. We're not going to use a whip. Probably not going to use either of them, but... So we have too many things. Drop the hat. Probably. Drop the Steam Dragon scales, I think. I mean, if we start doing magic, maybe we'll want them. Whatever. We know we have it. Pick up the Sanguine Amulet. And let's take a look at it. Okay. Oh, no. Slow is when you take damage. Yeah, star slow is it slows you when you take damage. Okay. Well, this is a high... This is a high skill amulet. It can go up to... Take advantage of up to 25 levels of shapeshifting. A vial of roiling blood that pulses with the beat of an unseen heart transforms the user into a fearsome vampire, a creature that straddles the border between life and undeath. They can drink the lifeblood of the living to heal themselves, and even turn those they slay stealthily into vampiric thralls. That's different from the old vampire species. But do not heal in the presence of monsters. So that's the same. Same with the being stealthy. And of course, vampirism, like getting health from attacking. At great effort, they may scatter into a swarm of bats. Okay, either to flee or assail their enemies. Okay. So you get our C and our neg and stealth. It doesn't automatically, so it doesn't make you immune to poison. So the R poison is important. Slow when you take damage is not good. It's really, really not good. But this is interesting. It would give us, what? Just a high vampirism chance. Does that mean that you can use... Can you use a weapon with vampirism? I think it kind of sounds like you can use all equipment. This is an interesting find for us. And I need 17, right? Whoops, I did not mean that. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We're testing it out here. But this actually lets us see, yes, we can use all equipment. We can use a weapon. Yeah, we could actually use the Demon Whip of Venom here. So that's very interesting. Very interesting. And here's where, oh, maybe we would want the Steam Dragon scales. Let's take a look at them. Since they're right here. Yeah, okay. Very interesting. So yeah, so you can just wear everything. We're not undead here. You're not actually undead, but you can turn into a bat. Which is interesting. It's like a combination. So the old vampire species that you could be, which they got rid of, you could choose basically to be like a humanish form, or you could exsanguinate yourself and become more undead, where you would be immune to poison. This is like a combination of the two. There's no more like choosing your vampiric form. Bat swarm you always have here. Really interesting. All right, we're gonna go back to being the scarab. But do we want to train up to this? Min 17. I mean, I'm tempted to. We're already getting it up to 14. Let's at least get it up to the minimum here. Not focusing on it. Okay. Very interesting find. Okay. Let's... Immolation. We have a bunch of scrolls. I got to remember to read some scrolls when we go down. Do we have any potions that we don't know? We do not. I'm just gonna like... I can't throw anything, but I'll yell. I hissed. You hiss as a beetle. I just didn't want to get too close and see what's behind it. We are at level 13. There was nothing behind it. Rhyme Drake. We do have protection from cold. Let's use it instead of Dex. Some ring mail here. All right, let's get closer. Great. Put Dex back on, I guess. +5 ring mail. Okay, we'll drop. I can't drop this ring mail because it's melded. All right, well, unmeld it. Get it. Wear it. Actually, I'm kind of curious. It just increases our AC by 2, and of course it gives us our poison. And lets us turn invisible, although you need evocations to make that better. Still, just plain better than our current armor, which we will drop. Okay. Back to being a scarab. Cool. Auto Explorer. Red backs. So we got, yeah, the spider nest here. Yeah, you're the healing kind. But you don't have anything to heal, right? Okay. Nice. Okay. All right, so spider's one of our branches. Do we know shoal and shoals, right? Shoals is the other. Which shoals would be nice for our normal mermaid form. Come on. Okay, there we go. My moat, I wasn't letting my moat help. I wonder if we're a vampire if we get our mermaid features. Let's try it. Use the sanguine amulet. Yes! Yes, your legs become a tail. So we would be a mermaid vampire. Oh. Oh, that is interesting. That's very interesting for shoals, then. We might want to vampire up shoals. Really interesting. Right, and we get invisibility there too, which drains us, and we have a 28% failure rate. We would have to train up evocations if we wanted to use that effectively, I think. Okay. All right, undo this. We're not ready for the sanguine amulet, but... All right, we're going down to Lair 4. It's a good thing to have in mind for shoals. Ooh, an oppressive heat. Well, that's good, because we have 2 pips of our fire. If we can find... let's see, do we have... Yeah, we have Scrolls of Revelation. Do we want to use one? We probably don't care about the loot in the fire instance, the fire branch. Let's see if we can just find it. We got this. Did we get any? No, we haven't heard about any other clues about where the volcano is. But I think we're in a corner. Sometimes it's good to check. Okay. Very distant. It's probably all the way... Let's go... Okay, this is promising. I think. These floors look like they could be... We got shock, swiftness, airstrike. Our air aptitude is bad. These floors I thought looked like they could be volcanic, but maybe not. Potion of haste. I think this is it. Yes. Okay. We do need to drop things. We're not throwing. We can drop these darts of disjunction. We can drop Atrapa. We can drop the stones. In fact, don't pick up stones at all, please. What else can we drop? Drop the shield for now. Can I wear the gloves? No. I just don't have them. I just don't have them worn. Yeah, drop the shield. Drop one of the rings of intelligence. And I think we're probably good. Yeah, we have 8 slots. Let's do it. Okay. Lots of RF because of our form. This is a good place for a fire scarab. Although we're not going to do a lot of damage, are we? Although, never mind. I always think that, but like, our attack specifically makes things weak to fire. So even though these creatures might have fire resistance, our attack would get rid of their fire resistance in theory. Come here. Yeah, all right, we got the smoke monster. Smoke monster. What is this? Lost? Okay. I don't love all that. I don't want to fight more than one at a time. Okay. Well, I think we are anyway. I don't know. Maybe it looks like we're immune to steam. All right, I think I'm starting to use the moat more effectively. We're also just getting a little tougher, which is helpful. Let's take this lindworm. Yeah, we got that one weak. Excellent. Good. And our regen from our amulet is definitely helping out here too. I guess we can go this way. Fire crab. All right, that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna yell. Okay. All right, we made it weak to fire. We made the fire crab weak to fire. All right, what do we got? Leather armor of fire resistance. Sure. Yeah, I'll take all these things out. Might as well just take everything. That's all our slots, but that's okay. That's everything, right? Nothing here. And we're going to drop most of it. Drop that glaive, certainly. Drop the plate armor. Drop the leather armor. Drop the chain too. It's good armor, the chain armor, but I think we don't have any armor skill. So we didn't really find... Well, we might have gotten some potions in there that we wanted. We didn't actually... because we found out about the volcano when we immediately came down, we didn't read any of those scrolls. Do I want to pick up anything else that I dropped? Not really. I know we have the shield here, but we're not going to wear that. If we decide to wear a shield, we're going to have to train it up. And it'll be a while before we can do that. Shapeshifting is getting close to 14, which is nice. We're continually getting benefit from it. Yeah, we're doing, our flare is doing 2d22 damage, which is very nice. And we get AC bonus. Also very nice. All right, let's look around. Nessos. Right, blink, range, and haste. The Mark Centaur. You're really dangerous. I've definitely died to you. This is... We're not in a bad location because there are things to run behind. In fact, I'm going to go this way. Okay. And I think we're going to want to use another, like... We could grow an Aklob, but we did stop training invocations. But you can see here, like, we would definitely get advantage from more to be able to, like, grow Aklobs. I think I'm going to turn invocations back on. Let's get it, like, to 12. The Bilostomacite. I'm going to do another one of those. Yeah, come over. Good. Don't hurt my friend. Well, you killed my solar ember. This is not good. Do I have a wand? Yeah, I've got wands. I've got charming. I've got mind burst. Let's do that. Good. Okay. Longbow of flaming. Yeah, Nessos can be very dangerous. We didn't really want to mess with that. 8-headed Hydra. 8-headed Hydra. A little scary. We've got some wands. I'm not sure what I want to do here. You're definitely scary. We have wands, not a ton. We could do flux baubles. But it's not going to help our armor class. This might be another Ballistomycete. I think so. Attack it. All right, good. Good. Thank you, Ballistomycete. All right, unfortunately, I don't think there's anything else around here that it can help us kill. Oh, is it just gonna stay there? Does it ever, like, disappear? I guess we'll find out. No, it's disappeared. Okay. Great. There wasn't much left on this floor. All right, down to Lair 5, which I think is the final Lair floor. The solemn chanting of funerary rites. So another instance here. Funerary rites. I guess that's the necropolis, which is new. And I'm not very used to it. We've got all these scrolls. Let's read some of these duplicates. All right, that was fear. Let's read this one. Enchant armor. Okay, I guess the gloves. Let's also ID these potions. Heal wounds, very good. Magic. Berserk. All right. Yeah. Oh, this is really bad. I did not realize all these things would... I didn't realize there were so many things right by me. Okay. Yeah, this is not good at all. What do we have? Well, we have fear, we know. But I might need to use that. That's probably the play. Yeah. And there's our friend. Let's go to this other downstairs. Funerary. Oh, it's right here. Great. I don't know if I really want to... I mean, well, there's no harm, I think, in going in and seeing what it's like. Let's see what we want to drop first. Drop noise. Drop amnesia. Drop immolation, I think. Actually, immolation, we do have a lot of RF. Immolation could situationally be really good. Drops enchant armor. All right, and then don't pick up any scrolls of amnesia or enchant armor. Okay. Okay, we've got slots. Let's... Am I dropping anything else? Anything else I want to drop? We could probably drop the Inkwell Talisman at this point. Like, we know where it is. Oh, attraction could be situationally useful too. Yeah, drop the Inkwell Talisman for now. But good to remember, like, to look at our spells every once in a while and see what other ice spells we have. Okay, here we go. So is this a necropolis? Yeah, it's a necropolis. That's what I thought. So there are so the way this works is before this version, or maybe 2 versions ago, I don't remember, you used to just find little rooms that were locked unless you decide to open them that have player ghosts in them. I don't know how it works in the non-web version, but we're playing the web tiles version. But player ghosts are like actual players. Here's one. Actual players with actual player names that have died in the dungeon, and you get to fight their ghosts with, like, whatever, maybe some of the loot they had, some of the skills they had, some of the spells that they had. Like, this is an actual player that probably had these spells memorized, which is a really cool thing. And it used to be cool that you could just, like, find them. You could even, if you got lucky, find your own ghost. That's probably what it does in the local version, is you probably only fight your own ghost, like ghosts of old characters. This one's vulnerable to fire. So that's tempting as the... But you have Ensorcelled Hibernation, which isn't great. But we can put on RC. And you have a Weapon of Venom. But you don't do a ton of damage. I think I'm going to kill you because I think I'm going to try this. Let's put on our protection from cold. I am going to keep my poison resistance on because you have a poison weapon. Let's do this. Great. Super. Ring of Sea Invisible. That's really nice. Halberd of the Vulture. I guess I'll take it. Probably not going to be using that. And Potion of Enlightenment. Okay. So anyway, in this version, instead of just continually finding those little ghost vaults everywhere, there's like an actual instance, like a branch kind of thing that you can find and close, whatever they're called. And it's the Necropolis, where you will find multiple rooms of player ghosts, and you can decide to fight them or not. But once you leave, you're not going to fight them again. They're gone. Okay, no RF. You also have a Weapon of Venom. You're definitely tougher, although you have lower armor class. I'm not that afraid of the simulacrum. I was hoping... Oh, they'd killed my solar ember. I was hoping to only wake up the simulacrum and keep the simulacra and keep the ghost from attacking. I'm going to retreat. Close the door. I don't know if the simulacra can open doors. No, it doesn't look like they can. All right, great. Let's get great. Good. All right, there's the ghost. Do you have spells? You have no spells. Come at me. Yes. Great. I don't know why I let my moat die, but there we go. And let's get the moat back. Good. All right, so we're getting the XP, we're getting the loot. Chain Lightning, Firestorm, and Shatter. Soul Splinter, Sublimation of Blood, and Haunt. +0 gloves, we don't need those. We have better gloves. Okay, we've killed 2 of the ghosts, and I think there is at least a third over here. Let's see what this one's like. Oh, this one is a... This one has stuff and monsters in it. This one's scarier. There is a Moth of Wrath in there, but there is also a Lupine Talisman, which is like a really great next step up for us. It would allow us to turn into a werewolf, which might also... It's possible that also lets us keep our mermaid swiftness in water. But it does meld most of the armor. Not all of the armor. We can still wear armor, like actual, like, on your torso, just not ancillary armor. So that's interesting. And you get +1, you get additional regen. You get takedown damage, you get plus slay and kill and howl power, however that works. And we could use it immediately. So I really want that amulet. The question is, how do we get it without dying? I was about to say none of these things have woken up, but now they have. Let's take a look at the ghost, too. Okay. All right. You have a weapon of flaming, so that's good because we have a lot of RF, but it's a high damage weapon, like high base damage. Whatever the weapon is, it has a max damage of 33 without the flame. That's a lot. See invisible. But no RF. Do you have a lot of AC? You have more hit points than we have. We're a little bit drained also. All right, what's the play? If we go in there, the Moth of Wrath is going to be a problem. What do we have? Yeah, we could also use Flux Baubles. What's our skill? Shapeshifting is 13.5. We can use... We don't have a lot of evocation, so the wands aren't super helpful. We do have Fetus. And I think we're going to have to use Fetus. We can grow an Oclob. Overgrow permanently destroys a wall-like structure, growing a short-lived plant ally. Even a tree will give its life to support the will of Fetus, and only truly indestructible walls are immune to this power. Very interesting. That might be good. We have a lot of walls here that... I think that's the play. I don't know how this works. And I'm nervous. Oh, I should have dropped mutation too. We have Invis. We don't have any might. We do have haste. We have Berserk also, which is an option. Do most of these things see invis? Moth of Wrath does not. The Manticore does not. I know the Ghost does. Yeah, the Wolf does. That makes sense. I think it's just the Wolf and the Ghost that do. All right, I'm gonna drink invis. I'm gonna go in, and we're immediately going to try to use overgrow. Oh, okay, this is a little awkward. Maybe I actually grow an Oklab. Right here. Okay, we cast it. And I think I'm also going to overgrow here. Oh, I made another Oklab. All right, we killed the Moth of Wrath. Good. Good. The Manticore's dead. I think we did it. All right, we used a bunch of piety there, but it's fine. That's what piety's for. +1 hat. How much? All right, we still have a couple of inventory slots. And we get the Lupine Talisman. Okay. Let's check this thing out. When I say check it out, I mean let's actually use it. We are a werewolf. Okay. Good loot for us. We can wear... Yeah, we are wearing the ringmail. We can't wear anything else. The ringmail's probably pretty good for us, though. Really good. Really good armor. All right, so armor is 10, evasion is 18. Our unarmed damage is 31. We get bestial takedown, which costs MP. Let's take a look at that. Unleashes the full power of your predatory instincts to leap towards a terrified enemy and perform a vicious melee attack against them. It receives damage multiplier based on your shapeshifting skill. If it kills them, you will always perform a howl afterwards. So it sounds like werewolf is a noisy option. Can always target an enemy who is afraid. Oh, only target an enemy who is afraid. Oh. Only an enemy who is afraid and who has at least one occupiable tile next to them. But I bet we have, I think, because we had like a howl ability as part of this, right? Yeah, howl power. I bet maybe when we're attacking, we howl and that can make enemies afraid and then you can do the bestial takedown. We're definitely trying this, and we're definitely trying this in Lair, like the rest of Lair, because this sounds like a perfect Lair kind of creature. And we get our cold. And some, I thought we had our, no, I guess just our cold, right? Yeah, a little bit of RC. But it also increases our strength and dex, which is better for our armor. And we get claw tech. This is also good for unarmed because we get claws. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this out. All right, well, all right, so, right, 31 base and then 10 AC, 18 EV. If we go back to the scarab, it's a lot more evasion, a little bit less AC. Ultimately, so that's like 29 total. Way less unarmed damage. 29 total. Yeah, and this is... Actually, this is 28 total. It's very close combination of AC and EV, except this is a little more evened out. Yeah. And plus we could theoretically get better ringmail or better armor, but this is good. All right, I'm happy. I'm very happy with how this necropolis has gone. And here we are. Let's drop that halberd. Let's drop this, let's drop this hat. No, not that hat. This hat that does RC neg. The regen on that hat is really nice, though. It might be something we want to wear at some point. It does just counter the... We can't wear a hat with this character, but it's actually not bad. We should keep it in mind. We'll drop the hat for now. Anything else I want to drop? I think we're okay. Ooh, this is cool. And our power will just keep going up as we level up. Max 20. So I'm going to get shapeshifting up to 20 now. We have good incentive to do that. All right. I'm excited. All right. So we're going to explore the rest of Lair next episode. I enjoyed playing with you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.